Hey guys, welcome back to my video. So today I'm going to be sharing some of my PlayStation 3 memories with you in relation to the PlayStation 30th anniversary that we had a couple of months ago. So I've already done my PlayStation games, my PlayStation 2 games, and today I've got a selection of PlayStation 3 games that I really enjoyed playing from the shelf behind me. You can see there's a few gaps there. Um, yeah, PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3. That was the era that I first met Retro Red Steve. A bit scary now. Known each other for quite some time. And speaking of Retro Red Steve, he'll know a couple of games I'm going to feature. And the first one, guys, is Batman Arkham City. Absolutely love the Arkham series. I thought they did an amazing job of it. I love the fighting, love the story, especially this one. This is why I picked this one, because me and Steve were both playing it at the same time in work, and I finished it first. And because of the story and the twist at the end, I was like, "Oh, hurry up and play! I want to show you. I want to discuss what happens." And we went back, and I waited patiently for a few days, and I came into my desk, and there was a note on it with the spoiler. Then, so I won't tell you what it is in case you haven't played this game yet. If you haven't played it, I don't know why. Yeah, but love me a little bit of Batman and Arkham. So fancy replaying that one actually. I did restart Arkham Asylum a few months back, but then I got into something else. Right, keeping on with the Retro Red Steve theme, this is one game he absolutely loves, which is why I had to feature it myself today. Bloodstorm. This was a great game, a great shooter. I can't remember an awful lot of it now though. I remember some of the kills were pretty good, but I remember that level where that giant wheel thing's chasing you and you have to keep on shooting at the bits. Yeah, there was never a sequel, but I know Steve would love a sequel, so Bloodstorm is definitely featured. Another classic one, Borderlands. I just love the cartoony graphics on this, and the kind of post-apocalyptic kind of world, deserts and all that stuff. It's all good fun. Some pretty hard bits, but yeah. This is Borderlands. Never did play Borderlands 3. Don't know if that was any good. Going back to the Retro Red Steve theme. I may as well just dedicate this video to Retro Red Steve. So this next game is one Steve recommended to me, and I picked it up and I absolutely loved it. Blur. You know, Steve loves his racers, and I love this one. I'm not massive into racers because this one's like Mario Kart because you've got all those power-ups on the back that you could use, like turbo, fire missiles, things like that. The gameplay was good. Different types of stages you could do. So yeah, I remember this one well. It's not a blur. Very good. And then my first ever Call of Duty game, Modern Warfare 2. I bought this just to play for the story back then because I wasn't much of an online player, and my best friend was saying like, "Why do you just play it online? Because that's what everyone literally does." I was like, "Okay, I'll give it a go." And I have never known a day to fly by so quickly from playing online. The matches, the maps, all good stuff. Yeah, you can lose yourself easy in that. Very addictive. I've got several more Call of Duty games. I haven't bought one for years now because I've kind of gone off it. But yeah. Now this one, absolutely love, and needs a dust as well. Dear. Anyway, I did have a duster in here. Then Dead Space. Look at the bloody dust on that. Where's that come from? Like, these shelves of dust here on. Yeah, survival horror at its best. Loads of jump scares in this. It's pretty much Alien, and because you'd be walking down like this dark corridor and like on the ship, and a pipe would burst, gas would come out, making you jump a mile. And sometimes they're called the necromorphs. They were lying dead on the floor, and you're like, "That's not dead. That's not dead." As soon as you get closer towards it, jumps up and runs at you. And yeah, it's just cool because you use the plasma cutter to cut off the limbs. Man, I've got the remake thing for this off PlayStation Plus. I need to go play that. But yeah, really enjoyed that. Enjoyed the second one. Never played the third. I heard the third was more action orientated rather than puzzles and things. But yeah, I might prefer that over Resident Evil. Maybe controversial, I don't know, but that's how I feel. Gotta feature these two games. So picked this up randomly in game. Didn't know much about it, but it was on sale. An RPG, The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Absolutely amazing game, massive game. I'd never played, well, I've played games like it, but not much. And yeah, I just fell in love with this type of game then. Open world, loads and loads of things to discover. You know, choose your weapon, choose your class, choose your magic. Great stuff, great stuff. I want to go back to that now as well. But then, so I had to feature this one, even better, Skyrim. Absolutely awesome. How many times am I going to say the words absolutely awesome game in this video? Quite a lot, probably. Hopefully now we get a new Elder Scrolls 6 and it will be amazing. Oh yeah, I love that it came with the map. Look how cool that map is. Feels so authentic as well. And I like the words of power in this one. So you had like power, especially the one, was it Fuss Roda? And you could like, kind of like a force would come from you and knock the enemy off a bridge or something. It's like, yeah, that's how you do it. Or taking down dragons. We like our dragons here in Wales, obviously, but we do like to slay a few if they attack us. Now onto an RPG. Well, that was an RPG. Eternal Sonata. Now, so this was based on the music by, I can never say his name, Chopin. Is that right? Chopin. Don't want to butcher it. Cross the bridge between dreams and reality. I remember all the characters' names were like Allegretto, things like that, and they're all to do with music. And it was about, I think that was Chopin, and he was dying, and he went into a strange dream, and the story kind of plays out his dream, his last kind of days and stuff. Really cool. Yeah. And now another game loved by many, and the Amazon series was pretty good as well. It wasn't pretty good, it was very good. Fallout 3. Before this, I'd only ever played a Fallout game on PC. Could never get very far of it. Was it a demo I played, or did I actually have it? I can't remember. Anyway, but yeah, again, like Elder Scrolls open world map. It's by the same people in it, Bethesda. So I don't need to say much more about that, guys, because you already know about it. As you do Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, before I go on, I can't find my Grand Theft Auto 4. So that's Dino Crisis I'm missing from my PlayStation collection that I definitely had. And this one, I'm sure I might have like lent them out to friends or something and never had them back. Unless it's lost somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, loads of fun. Love the fact that you could change between the playable characters in here. And looking forward to Grand Theft Auto 6 this year. I think pre-orders are going to go insane. I think it's all going to crash, like online play. And apparently it's twice the size the map of that, so that would be awesome. But we haven't had like a Grand Theft Auto game now in what, 10 years? Come on, guys. It's like that was like me waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3. That took over 10 years. I'm like, come on. We're all getting older. We have not got time to wait to play these games. All right, another classic I liked. A lot of you might know this game as well. Heavy Rain. Jason, love this. I love these kind of games where you got to make a choice, and your choice will affect the outcome of the story. And also, your playable characters on here can die in like any chapter, pretty much. Maybe not every chapter, but so you might end up with all of them alive at the end, or only a few. Nice little twist in this one as well. Yeah, I love that kind of game. As I love this kind of game, LA Noire. So this is kind of like a crime game featured in the 1940s. As I remember that, because it said on the back, thank you very much. Where you play detective and you go around, you know, solving murder cases, arson cases, things like that. Yeah, I enjoyed that one. Shame there's never been like a sequel to that. Rockstar. There you go. There's definitely a theme here, isn't it? Another classic. Now, this is not my favourite. I enjoyed it. I don't love it as much as most people do. Like The Last of Us. Really good game. Definitely good game. But I don't go as crazy for it like the majority of people I've seen. And The Last of Us 2, good again. But again, not as good as this one in my opinion. But yeah, still. Pretty good piece. It is a masterpiece in the way of like storytelling. But yeah. There you go, The Last of Us. And then a game I really enjoyed playing. My voice is going a bit with my mates. Little Big Planet, obviously featuring Sackboy. You create your own levels. I was never that good at creating my own levels. I think I created a lost treasure or something level on this once. I'll try and remember it so I can let you know. But yeah, haven't played this in years. Is it narrated by Stephen Fry? I think it was. At least one of the games were, if not all. Or Hugh Laurie. Not Hugh Laurie. Yeah, Hugh Laurie. It's Stephen Fry. Was it both? I don't know, I'm getting confused. Let me know in the comments below. Okay, then on to my last pile now. If you have noticed something, that these games are all in alphabetical order, because that's how I store them on the shelf, and I can't be bothered to randomize them and take ages to put them back on the shelf later on. Next game up is a great shooter. The action in this with the bullet time can be a clue. It's amazing. Max Payne 3. Completely different from the first two in terms of like the gameplay and everything, apart from the bullet time. But yeah, it was really, really impressive. The gameplay, top notch. Absolutely awesome game. Amazing game, whatever I said earlier. Max Payne 3. I think that was the final one in the series. Going back to an RPG now. So this is kind of a cute RPG. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. When I saw this with Studio Ghibli graphics, I simply had to buy it. And Mr. Drippy there, he's got a Welsh accent, so that's cool. Come on, the Welsh. Yeah, loved it. And I did buy the sequel as well. I think I've got like a box collector's edition of the sequel. Sticking with RPGs, and I can tell you why I bought this game right now is because it was only £2.98. I think this was on the day me and Steve popped into Caffeine when Steve said, "Oh, Matt, there's a sale on in game. Game's closed down here now, unfortunately, only in like the last year. And let's go and see what's there." And a lot of big games were really cheap, so this was reduced already, like £12.99 pre-owned down to £3 or £2.98. So I was like, have to buy that. I heard of Nia before. Great Japanese RPG. Yeah. I've also got a sequel to that as well. But yeah, that's a cult following, that is. And now, time for my favourite game on PlayStation 3. What could it be? The cake is a lie. It's Portal 2. Absolutely love this game. I just love GLaDOS, the comedy, the puzzles and I just think the portal gun is so amazing. You fire a portal there, you go over there, you come out to there. The puzzles. I read somewhere as well online that if you completed this without a walkthrough, you're classed as a genius. You're welcome. Thank you. Don't know how true that is. Probably not true at all. But anyway, yeah. And I'd love to play through this again as well. I want to play through a lot of these games again now, including this next one, to be honest. None other than Red Dead Redemption. Some classics on PlayStation 3, I can tell you right now. Awesome. Again, Rockstar, open world. You know why we all love this. Sorry, I got distracted a bit, I needed a noise aside. Outlaws till the end. Now, another one I like, I describe this game as like a mini Grand Theft Auto, and it's none other than Sleeping Dogs. So again, open world, Square Enix. Okay, not expecting that. Open world, it's all about criminal gangs. On the back says martial arts action, gunfights, and brutal takedowns. Hong Kong is your playground. So yeah, I'm going to call it GTA Hong Kong pretty much. But yeah, Sleeping Dogs. I think I platinumed this game as well. Really good. Very enjoyable game. Right. So this one is the Sly Trilogy HD. Of course, these early games were released on PlayStation 2. Was it? Coming for this one on PlayStation. I never played them before. I'd always seen them and I always thought, oh, I'll get that one. It looks pretty good. So, but I never did. It's one of those things you just kind of passes you by and you don't do anything. And then suddenly they released it on PlayStation 3, the collection, the trilogy. Is there a name? The fox person, Carmelita? Yeah, Sly Raccoon. The Thievius Raccoonus, is that what it's called? The book or something. It's all coming back now. But yeah, I really enjoyed those. Great games. Love the comedy in it as well. And then this game is an RPG, and something that surprised me because I didn't think it would be as good as it was. South Park: The Stick of Truth. I used to enjoy watching South Park when I was a kid. I wasn't always allowed to watch it because of the content of it, but my friends were allowed to watch it. They were a bit older than me, so because they were, I kind of managed to see it as well. I remember us watching Alien as well when we were way too young to watch that. I think he was up there. But yeah, love this RPG turn-based, typical South Park comedy. It's just really, really good. And the sequel, what was the sequel called? The Fractured But Whole. That was it. Right, on to another RPG now, and a series I only started with on PlayStation 3, Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. This is dubbed to be one of the best Tales of games in the series. So for those who don't know, Tales of is a series, and then they just change it to Symphonia, Berseria, Graces. I'm trying to think of all the titles now. The Abyss. I've actually got a statue of Lloyd Irving in my display cabinet over there. You'll see him when I do my Matt Cave Room Tour 2025 later this year. But yeah, again, they're very good. Like, that kind of fills the gap for me when I'm waiting on new Final Fantasy titles. Tomb Raider, the reboot, A Survivor is Born. So I really enjoyed that one. Obviously different to the Tomb Raiders we grew up with on like PC and PlayStation 1, 2. So yeah, I enjoyed that, a bit different. Kind of similar to this, to be honest. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Now I've got all the titles in the collection. Very enjoyable. It is like the male Tomb Raider. Yeah. Great storytelling in this, by the way. Acting, puzzles, gameplay, the locations. Man, I'm going to go back to this again now as well. Right, and the last game I decided to show you guys in my PlayStation 3 collection, one I really enjoyed again, was finishing on an RPG, White Knight Chronicles. Now, I think you played as Leonard. Interesting name at the back there. But the twist in this one is you start off as like that kid, you could transform into like a giant knight, like a giant suit of armor, and I thought it was awesome. It's like kind of like Power Rangers in a way, or Transformers or something, I guess. But yeah, I love the so like there was a little intro video when you were transforming, and I think like he had this gauntlet on his hand, and he would like go Vieto or something like that, and then transform. I have to find it. But yeah, White Knight Chronicles. There's a second one as well. Do not bother with the second one. It was basically a rehash of the first one. Same locations, basically pretty much same story, just little new things added. Even though it was a sequel, and there's some harder bosses, and I was like, it was rubbish. Really disappointing. Anyway, guys, I have got plenty more on the shelf that I haven't shown you. But let me know what you thought of those games in the comments below. Did you play any of those? Did I pick a good selection? Did I have a good gaming era of PlayStation 3? I think I did. There's a lot of classics in there. And like I said, it's the Retro Red Steve era when I first met that dodgy fella. Anyway, guys, so next up I will be doing my PlayStation 4 memories. Not sure if I'll go as far as PlayStation 5 because we're in that era now. Or maybe I'll just do my PlayStation 5 so far. But yeah, once again, happy 30th anniversary to PlayStation. And here's to many more years of gaming goodness. I have been Metropolis. I've never said that in my videos before. Boom. See you soon.